Jumping right in, have you ever noticed how Matthew 7 opens with that famous "do not judge" line? It always makes me pause, especially since so much of our daily interactions involve, well, sizing people up.
Yeah, that passage hits hard because it flips the script on our instincts. Instead of pointing fingers, it tells us to check ourselves first, like that bit about the log in your own eye before calling out the speck in someone else's.
It's such vivid imagery, right? I always picture someone with a literal plank sticking out of their face, which kind of drives home how blind we can be to our own faults. But then, it shifts gears and encourages persistence in asking, seeking, and knocking.
I find that connection fascinating. It's as if the chapter is saying, don't waste time judging, channel that energy into seeking wisdom or help. Plus, the golden rule pops up here, tying it all together. Treat others how you want to be treated.
Thinking about seeking help, Matthew 8 jumps straight into stories of healing lepers, a centurion's servant, even calming a storm. It's packed with action.
Those stories always stand out to me because people come to Jesus with no guarantees, just hope. What really gets me is the centurion. He's not even Jewish, but he has this wild confidence that a word from Jesus is all it takes.
And then, when he calms the storm, the disciples are terrified, literally thinking they're about to die. It's so human. Their panic is relatable, and then suddenly everything's calm because he told the wind to stop.
Totally. These stories feel like reminders that faith isn't always neat or easy. Sometimes it's messy, like reaching out desperately or feeling scared in a boat, but there's still this undercurrent of hope running through.
That undercurrent of hope actually reminds me of Exodus.14, where the Israelites are absolutely cornered, Red Sea ahead, Egyptian army behind. It's the ultimate no-way-out moment.
What's wild is how quickly the crowd swings between panic and faith. 1 minute, they're convinced they're doomed. The next, the sea splits, and they're walking through on dry ground. Talk about a plot twist.
It's so dramatic. And honestly, I think about how many times people hit their own Red Sea moments and just freeze up. That story's like a giant flashing sign saying, there could be a way forward you just don't see yet. All this talk of new beginnings brings Colossians 2 to mind. There, Paul gets deep, almost philosophical about what it means to be alive versus just following rules.
Totally know what you mean. He's not just wagging his finger about rituals. He's talking about a change that starts inside. Like, being buried with Christ and raised up isn't about ticking boxes, but about a transformation from the core.
That's such a big shift. Instead of obsessing over traditions, Paul's pointing us to what they're supposed to signify: a whole new way of being. It's a challenge to look inward, not just outward. This inward-outward tension gets wild in Revelation 12. Suddenly, it's not just about people and rules. There's a cosmic battle with a woman, a dragon, and this whole war in heaven vibe.
That imagery always stuck with me. The idea that struggles on Earth are part of something much bigger, almost mythic. It's both scary and kind of encouraging, knowing that what we go through might echo larger battles.
Exactly. It's like our everyday challenges link into this bigger picture. And the chapter ends up being oddly hopeful. Even in chaos, there's a promise that good ultimately wins out. After all those dramatic scenes, I love how Psalm 6-9 comes in quietly. The Lord has heard my cry for mercy. The Lord accepts my prayer. It's a gentle exhale after the tension.
That verse is like a deep breath after a storm. Sometimes, after all the action and big questions, it's those small reassurances that stick with you, knowing you're heard, even in the midst of struggle.
Exactly. It's a reminder that through all the chaos, whether storms or sea crossings, there's a thread of comfort and presence, waiting in the quiet moments.